name is Rebekah Shirley. I'm the Deputy Director for Africa at the World Resources Institute.
What for you energy justice mean?
Well, to take it a step back, if we think about what the just energy transition is about, it's about the set of principles and practices that will allow us to transition workers and their surrounding communities into low carbon economies that are thriving, that provide dignified, productive, ecologically sustainable livelihoods, and that protect their rights and that provide resilience to the future. So in my mind, energy justice is the set of legal practices and tools that allow for enforceability of those principles.
And you have published in different areas with this concept of justice. And could you give us one example or two examples of your research in this specific
Sure. A big area of my research right now is thinking about what the roadmap for energy transitions look like, particularly in emerging market contexts, and especially those of sub-Saharan Africa. So this is about thinking through how to build capacity, especially in areas where you don't have capacity at the moment, priming yourself for a future of low carbon economy. So this pertains to energy justice because it's about ensuring that energy systems work not just for industrial and manufacturing sectors, but also for community. So oftentimes my research is thinking about how do we ensure that at the end of the day, accessibility, quality of service, and reliability are there for everyone. And this, of course, pertains very heavily to energy justice.
And could you maybe explain, develop some aspect on critical minerals or hydrogen? There is a lot of topics for Africa at the moment.
Absolutely. It's sort of, you can think about justice, the justice lens at almost every stage of the value chain, and almost every stage of the value chain has some applicability to the African context. From the very early stage of minerals that we need to build these technologies, all the way through to their deployment and their financing, and through to the end users. So absolutely, there's sort of a circularity in the way that we can think about justice.
And do you think that the energy justice concept could help in this area you evocate?
Yes, because as it stands right now, there are very few legal principles and precedents that we can stand on that allow protection to communities, especially informal communities, which make up 70% of the workforce on the continent. So thinking about how energy justice and legal principle might be able to create those protections and enforce those protections is a really valuable asset for the continent.
You work in an international institution, you are deputy for Africa, but you speak to the world. So for a student in European Union, in Africa, in Asia Pacific, in South America, in the Americas, what advice could you give to these students today that it want to start a career on energy justice or sensibilize in this question of energy justice?
I would say that the world is a circle. So it's really important to think deeply about our interconnectedness. Even if you want to study a particular geography in a particular country, chances are there are ways and dynamics through which that particular geography is affected by the global economy and global politics, global geopolitics, and the global economic architecture. And so thinking through those kinds of interlinkages and how they might pertain to you and your interests is really valuable because it means that your ideas and your findings are going to be very transferable to other regions of the world. So just think deeply about the interconnected nature of the world and use your tools in as practical ways as possible because a lot of these issues that we're thinking about and exploring are not for the future, they're for yesterday and today. So time is of the essence.
A global challenge. Thank you a lot, Rebekah.
Thank you.